Sahvir, you're going to be the point guard on a team with a bunch of strangers almost. You haven't played with them. How does that play on your mind?
I think the biggest thing is just like hanging around each other outside the court, just getting to know each other, getting to know each other's personality. Coach Cal, we've done already a lot of team bonding activities. We're doing camps together. We're constantly hanging around each other. I think that's the biggest thing. As long as you feel comfortable with the player, you can trust one another and have that love and passion for another, I think things go very smoothly. And we're putting a lot of work in. We're putting a lot of workouts in. We're playing pickup. We're doing the extra things to make sure we have that advantage that necessarily any team last year didn't have that. So that all that's been going really well, and I think that's going to help us.
How far along are you in terms of learning your teammates' strengths and weaknesses, where they want the ball? And all that?
I learn something new every time we play. A guy shows me something that he didn't previously. A lot of things is super surprising, but it's also to know that, man, these guys are good too. These guys can play at any level, they can play anywhere, and to be here at the University of Kentucky, where that's the best of the best, the elite of the elite. And I know I'm getting to know it, and it's been a super fun process so far.
Can you give me an example of something that you've learned about a teammate?
I can go down a list of every single player, but these guys are a lot bigger than I thought they were. And that's really saying something because I'm used to being around a whole bunch of big guys. But these dudes they're physically gifted. These dudes, they work super hard. They compete. They want to win. We compete in the little things, not even basketball, just in the weight room or just playing pool. Everyone wants to see who's the best. We're competing in 2K. We're competing in this and competing in that. So we're a competitive bunch, but we also, you can tell that we love each other already. We're going to do some special things here, and I know everyone has each other's back.
Can you describe your leadership style, how you go about it?
Yeah, my leadership style, I would describe it as being a servant leader. To me, that's how I am. I always want to put others first and make everyone else's lives easy. Because I know if everyone else is satisfied, everyone else is happy, all those things are going to come back to me. And my biggest thing is instilling confidence into others, empowering guys, making guys feel comfortable, feel happy, and going out there and performing your best, whether it's, in basketball or outside of basketball, kind of being someone you want to hang around when you're down, or even, continue to uplift your spirits when you're getting that confidence. And that's how I would describe my leadership, but also on the flip side, holding guys accountable when I need to.
When we talked during that Zoom call a little bit ago, one thing that stuck out to me was you rattled off that list of all of Cal's guard combinations he's had since he's been here. Now that you're in the craft center, walking down the hallway, seeing all the history, is it kind of cool now that you're actually here living that history yourself?
Yeah, I don't think it's hit me yet. Yeah. I think it's just because I haven't been on campus, whether that's going to class and seeing everyone. But it's my first time ever on at the UK campus, and it's crazy, just to see the tradition. And also just how recent it is. Like I know some of these guys personally that have been here, and it's been super, super cool. And look forward to trying to be a part of that tradition and that history that's been established here.
Georgia. I could use one of those. Give her an assist, right?
Yes, she did.
Yes.
I'm glad I finished the play.
Georgia struggled to shoot last year, and I remember you on the teleconference saying that impacts the point guard's play. Here, it sounds like you guys are going to be pretty good. You're going to have good shooting. How do you think that can enhance your game?
It's going to make my game more exciting. It's going to make our team a lot faster. Guys are going to have to get to spots and guard us from everywhere, from all over the court. And I think that's going to help me because, me driving, me attacking, they're going to have to honor those guys. So that's more layup opportunities, more floater opportunities, more opportunities to, hit the lob. And also with that, if I pitch it and they drive off the closeout, now I'm, in range to shoot, or I'm ready, or I have my feet set, and I'm working on my shooting that I've done all summer, and I've already seen a lot of progress. So it's gonna benefit me. Playing with guys who can really space the floor. But it's also going to benefit them because it's hard to deal with a guy like me coming downhill full speed at you. We have to decide whether you're going to stop me or give up a three to a 40+% three-point shooter.
How is your shooting right now?
It's good.
What sort of percentage would you expect to be?
35+, definitely. I expect that. And if you want to ever come test it out, we can have a little shootout ourselves and see what it's really about. But I definitely expect for me to shoot the ball a lot better than I did last year. I've put in a lot of time, a lot of reps. The confidence has always been there, but fixing some things mechanically, and I think I'm going to have a really good shooting year.
What do you mean mechanically? What was needing fixing?
I'm just having the same set point. I'm releasing the ball from the same spot every time, having consistency. Sometimes I have a tendency to start the ball on my right side, and it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to have consistency when you're starting from there. When I'm left-handed, the ball should be lined up, hip, shoulder, follow through. That's the kind of things I've been focusing on, and I've seen immediate results. And I've been working hard ever since our last game, which was Missouri back in March or whatever it was.
You're as a lefty, do defenses play you to go left a lot, and do you,
every team has done something different. I've been successful how I've been playing this far. Teams have tried to force me right. I still go left. Teams have forced me left, and I've gone left. So I've seen everything, and I think me being a student of the game and being around basketball minds, I've grown to adapt to every single situation that I've been put into. I watch a lot of film. I try to be the smartest guy out there.
How do you think it'll help you that you've played SEC competition? Several of your teammates have not. How do you think that can help?
Definitely, like you said, just experience. Being in these situations, being a guy who can, calm everything down. As far as when you're going to face adversity, that's inevitable. We're playing in the best league in the country. We are Kentucky. We're going to get everyone's best shot. And sometimes at some point on the road, we're not going to make shots. Every game is not everyone shooting 40 plus, making all free throws, all layups. So it's going to be a time where we got to fight through adversity. And me being there, me being in those situations, being a leader, being the guy who's going to, get everyone together, keep them loose, and constantly empower and instill confidence. I think that's where I'm going to come in. And just to let the guys know, man, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to learn. That's the game of basketball. There hasn't been a perfect game yet. From the best players of all time, they haven't played. Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, those guys haven't played a perfect game, so we can't expect to. We can try to pursue perfection as close as you can, but at the end of the day, stay happy, stay loose, stay confident, and believe in each other.
What's been your reaction? What's your reaction to the camps?
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
The reaction to the camps overall, like Kentucky basketball, you said it hasn't all the way hit you yet, but when you see all the kids and everybody coming out across the...
Yeah, I think the craziest thing is the amount of fans, the amount of kids, amount of parents who kind of just know my story. Just I've never had a conversation. I've never done an interview like this. I'm up close with you guys, and everyone just knowing my name, knowing where I come from, knowing the success I had, and just showing that their love and belief in me and how happy they are that I'm here. And that's been the biggest thing. And also, you can see our impact directly. You can see how us signing an autograph, us taking a picture, us having that close time one-on-one with the camper, and how that affects them and how that affects their whoever brought them, their parent, their guardian, or their grandparents or aunts. So it has been super cool. It's been super surreal, and it's just a blessing.
You talked about everyone or Kentucky getting everyone's best shot. You've been on the other side of that. From an opponent standpoint, what was it like going up against Kentucky, seeing Kentucky on that chest, and how that affects your game this season?
This past year, we beat Kentucky. I just want to put that out there. But obviously, it was a big game. It was at home. It was a must-win game. We had started off slow, in the SEC, and Kentucky started off 3-0, I believe, last year. So we knew that was a must-win game, and I think prior to that, Kentucky had won the last 14 or so meetings between Kentucky and Georgia. So I wanted to go in, me being a competitor, me being a winner, I wanted to win that game. I knew I had to perform at least a B plus to a better game in order to have a chance to win. And I think that happened, and at the end of the day, we got the win.
Well, now that you know what that opposing locker room is like, how will that change your game this year now that you are at Kentucky?
I don't think it changes my game at all. I've always had that attack you mentality, no matter if I am the number one or if I am the guy who's chasing the number one. I'll never be the favorite, no matter what it is. And I treat every game like that. I treat every game like it's my last game. I treat every game to win, and I treat every game to prove why I belong and why I am the best. So I don't think it changes my mentality much, but I think it gives me more of a sense of pride of where I am. I'm representing UK, Big Blue Nation. This is a program that is greatness. It represents a lot. We demand a lot, I accept that challenge. I look forward to that challenge of being able to, compete, win at a really high level, and make a run at the national championship.
Why do you think you developed that mentality of the underdog?
I wouldn't really say it's underdog, but I grew up. Well, my dad, we had a Bible verse in Numbers chapter 13, and he talked about the 12 spies going into the land of Canaan, the promised land, and 10 of those spies was like, man, these guys are too big. The land is too great for us. Like, we don't deserve to be there. But there were 2, Joshua and Caleb, who was like, man, forget what they're saying. Like, we can take this land. This is our land no matter how big they are. Let's just go in there, take what we need, demand, and we can do it. Because this is the land that God has promised us. So if he's promised us this land, why wouldn't we go in there and take it? And that mentality has always been what worked for me. That, that was the roots of my confidence. No matter where you are, no matter what's going on, you got to be that guy, knowing who you are, and you can take over any place you are at. And so that's what it is. So it's never been an underdog. It's more of like, I deserve to be here. I know why I should be here. I know why I'm qualified, and I am the best here.
Do you think size has something to do with that? You're not the biggest guard, obviously, and maybe people didn't give you enough credit because of your size.
Yeah. I might not be the biggest, but I'm probably one of the strongest and fastest. So I guess 2 out of 3, that's not so bad. So I never really thought, size is, I always thought it as an advantage. I'm the fastest guy on the floor. I'm the lowest to the ground, the best center of gravity. The quickest. I can get to balls. I can challenge on defensive end. And offensively, it's hard to contain, smaller guards. No one wants to get down there and guard me. And if you are down there, it's very, very, very little. If you could guard there, sit in the stands for a period of time, and beat me to the next spot, I find that very challenging.
You talked about some team bonding activities that y'all been doing. You mentioned pool and things like that. What type of activities have y'all been doing that maybe you didn't get to do last year due to COVID?
I know from at Georgia, everything was quarantined, and we couldn't really see each other. Even in the next hotel room down, like, you could not get out of your room. They had constant patrol, like, in the hallways, like, hey, you can't be out here, you can't talk to anyone. And just being here, like being with you guys, that's more, human interaction that I've had all last summer, just right now. And so that's the biggest thing. And obviously with my teammates, we're staying in the same place. We're traveling on trains. We're traveling via van to different camps. Like I mentioned earlier, we're downstairs playing the game with each other. I'm watching NBA. We're with the coaches almost every day. So all that stuff is great stuff to build camaraderie and build chemistry and leading up to next year and, obviously the beginning of summer development.
All right. Thanks, guys.